Hey guys, I am Pixel Dan, and today I thought it'd be fun to take a look at some of the recent summer exclusives from Funko for the Masters of the Universe property. We're about a month outside of San Diego Comic-Con already, and these three items you see before me were exclusive at the show, but were also shared exclusives with various stores. So hopefully everybody has had a chance to pick these up. I know the Funko stuff is not always the easiest to grab, but I still wanted to go ahead and do a video to show these off in case you guys missed out on them or did not know that they existed. So, just going from left to right, over here on the left, you can see we've got a Ramen Funko Pop vinyl figure. This was a Toy Tokyo exclusive, so it was both at San Diego Comic-Con at the Funko booth, but was also available through Toy Tokyo's website with all of their exclusives. They usually do a series of exclusives every year that are shared with Funko. And the back of the box there just shows a collection of some of the other Funko Pops available in the Masters of the Universe lineup. On the same pop front, we also have the scented Stinkor pop vinyl, which is pretty incredible. I'm really excited actually to open this up and get a whiff of this guy because I've always been a big fan of Stinkor. So I'm not sure if that means that only a scented version is exclusive. Sometimes they do that where they'll release a normal retail version that won't have something like the scent, so I guess time will tell with that. So this one was exclusive at the Funko booth at the convention, but was also available at FYE stores, so you might have seen this one there in store or been able to pick it up there on the website. And then we've got the vinyl collection. These, of course, are different style than the pop vinyls. They're kind of their own unique thing. And we've seen a He-Man and Trapjaw 2-pack, so this one is Skeletor and Faker. This one was at the convention, but was also at Target stores, so maybe you saw that one there. So pretty cool looking little assortment of stuff. I know some of you guys probably don't want to see this, but I buy these for me, and I'm going to open them up, but that way we can also get a closer look at the figures within. So let's jump right in and do that. So here we are, all opened up and ready for display. So let's go ahead and start things off with Stinkor here. So of course, the original Stinkor action figure, as you may or may not know, was essentially just a repaint of Merman with an orange version of Mechanix armor. And that's one thing that kind of makes this ideal for an exclusive. At least that was my initial thought, because I was like, okay, he's just a variant. I get it, why he's an exclusive. Except Funko's version of Ramen in pop form was a unique sculpt because he was much more based on the Filmation appearance. So I believe this is the first time we're seeing this particular head sculpt in pop form. So who knows? Maybe we'll get like a repaint of this head in Merman colors at some point to do like a toy version of Merman. That would be pretty cool. You can see he's holding on to the blue shield that the toy is known for. He's got kind of the spiky toes there, so you know he is a unique sculpt all the way through and through. Colors are nice and bright, they match up with that classic toy perfectly, and the smell is amazing. Now, I will say it is not as strong as the vintage toy was, or even the classics toy. It's more subtle. You actually really do have to get in there and like give this guy a whiff. And I know it's hard to describe a smell over a video, but I will say he smells exactly like the original toy, which is amazing. He really brings back those nostalgic memories for me. For those of you who probably don't remember, or you misremember, he doesn't really stink because he's made with patchouli oil worked into the plastic. The patchouli is what gives him the smell. So honestly, I've always found it quite a pleasant smell. So unless you don't like the smell of patchouli, maybe then you think he stinks, but I think he smells awesome. He totally smells like the toy I had from when I was a kid, so he's got that nostalgic thing going on. I love it. So then we got Ramen. Now Ramen is much more of what I would consider to be like a core character or a main character. So it is always a bummer when they do like main characters like this as exclusives because it's a bit harder to get a hold of them. He is hefty. I mean, this dude's got some weight going on there, and it's probably because of this big armor piece. That armor feels a lot more solid than the rest of the figure does. The head feels light, like the heads always do. You'll also notice it's kind of like ball jointed, so it rolls around a little bit more, probably because of the design of it there. He's holding on to the axe. The axe looks a lot like the one from Classics. It is not removable. It is part of the sculpt. But yeah, the body here is actually quite hefty and has a lot of weight going on there. He is very cool looking. you can see that he's sized about the same as you would expect for all of the Pop figures, so he's not really bigger or smaller than them. Stands about the same height, but he's just chunkier overall. He's got that weight in there that's really awesome. I love they got the skull worked into the belt there. Overall, very, very cool design. It's very neat seeing this guy done in the Pop style. And then that brings us to the VYNL figures. So if you've never seen the VYNL figures, spelled VYNL, they're a bit of a different style where their heads have more of this animated look to them and their bodies are very blocky. So you can see we've got Faker here. He is sporting the Skeletor armor. It is mostly just painted details except for the little pieces over the shoulders. Those are part of the sculpt. And then he is holding on to a toy-looking version of the orange power sword. I love the head sculpt there. I think that is very fun, very cartoony looking with those red eyes, those big black bushy eyebrows. Actually matches up pretty well with the He-Man one, but you know, very angry in comparison, so pretty cool. And then we've got Skeletor, and back when I reviewed the He-Man and Trapjaw 2-pack, I said that I wanted to see Skeletor in this style, so boom, here he is. Again, a bit of a bummer that these are exclusive, but at least they are shared with Target. I know Funko stuff is notoriously difficult to find at Target stores, but hopefully you can walk in and find these, or were able to order them when they were in stock on the website. I love the style of the Havoc staff. It's just got this really cool, very cartoony look to it as well. There's like no mouth or anything on there. I just think it looks really cool. You can see the armor was done just like with Faker, so no doubt they're sharing the same body, except for Skeletor's got this extra little piece for the belt that is molded around there, probably maybe even glued on, because it would make sense for them to share the body there. But still, very cool, and of course, if you've already got He-Man and Trapjaw, they definitely make good display pieces to put alongside those if you're into the styling. So, that's it, my friends. I just wanted to give you guys a very fun, short look at these very cool summer exclusives from Funko. I love that they're continuing on and doing so many characters for Masters of the Universe. I'm kind of shocked that they're still going with these, to be perfectly honest. So the exclusives are always a bit harder to get. At least they share them with those retailers. At this point, I don't know if you're still going to be able to walk into these stores and find them, but hopefully you can come across them if there's something you want to add to your collection. So happy hunting, my friends. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me for this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button, leave me a comment, let me know what you think of these guys, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, my friends.